Hey y'all, welcome to Ukulele Wine Time. My name is Catherine. I'm in my brand new studio. This is my first YouTube video in my brand new space. Very excited that you're here. Today we're going to be learning Orphan Girl by Gillian Welch in the key of G. Please note the original key is A flat, which is just a half step higher. So we're moving it down just a teeny half step. If you want to play it in the original key, you can just put a capo on fret 1. All right, let's do it. Ukulele Wine Time. This song was a request with Ukulele Wine Club, which is my Patreon community, and this person has been wanting me to do Orphan Girl for like months and months, like maybe even a year, and it keeps not getting voted for, and it's one of my favorite songs, so this is for you. You know who you are. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you the chord progression. We're going to do some counting so you know where you are in the chords, you know when to change chords. The song actually has a surprise bar of 3 in it, which I will show you. We're going to line up the lyrics with the chords. There's tons of word anchors in this one, so if you're wanting to sing and strum at the same time, this is a great song to practice that. I'm going to give you different strumming pattern options from very basic to a really cool like Americana folk strumming pattern that you can use for lots of different songs. We'll talk starting pitch so you know where to start with your voice if you're singing along. We'll do a little sip break. Cheers. I got my morning coffee here. Ooh, yum. Of course, we'll do a full song playthrough. And then at the very end, that's where I'm putting my chord overview. So if you need a slower walkthrough of how to play all of these chords, you can check out the timestamps below. Jump to that, and then jump back into the tutorial. Before we begin, 3 important pieces of information: key, time signature, and form. So as I said earlier, we are learning this in the key of G major today, but the original is A flat. So if you play it with the chords I'm showing you today, and then you go try to play it with the recording of Gillian, it's gonna not sound so great. Once again, slap a capo on fret 1 and you'll be good to go. Time signature, we are in 4/4. That means 4 beats per measure. So we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our heartbeat of the song. There is one sneaky bar of 3, and I'm going to show you that. I didn't even know this bar of 3 was in there. It just sounds so seamless when you're listening to the song. So I'll show you how to count that. And then the form for Orphan Girl is very simple. It's pretty much just 4 verses. There is one little refrain at the end of each of those verses that repeats same lyrics every time. You'll pick up on that really quickly. But other than that, it's a very simple form. So we just need 3 chords to play this song: G, D, and C. And once again, if you need a slower walkthrough of those chords, check out the end of this video, timestamp below. Okay, we're going to count our chord progression. Our first chord progression is G, D, G, C. G, D, G, C. So it does that 2 times in a row. And then it ends with G, D, G. And that's the whole chord progression. That's the whole thing. Let's count through the first 8 measures together, and then we'll take a closer look at that bar of 3 together. I'm just going to do a simple downstroke for now, and I invite you to do the same. We'll talk about strumming in a little bit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3. Back to G, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3. Repeat that whole thing now. G, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. Then after that, we have in our bar of 3, so 3 beats in that bar, we have 2 beats of G and 1 beat of D. So this is what that's going to sound like. 1, 2, ready, and G, 2, D, G, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to count now while playing the chords. 1, ready, go. G, 2, 3, 1, And that lines up with I am an orphan girl. 3, 4. And we'll talk more about where the lyrics line up, but that is going to help you with that bar of 3 and where to play that last D chord. Let's add lyrics. Okay, like I said earlier, tons of lyric anchors in this. If you're planning on singing and strumming, please do yourself a favor. Start simple. Okay, line up just the simple downstrokes, the chords with the lyrics first. Then you can practice your strumming pattern separately. Then you can put it all together with singing. Okay, so let me play a little snippet of the song. I'll just play through verse 1 so you can see on the screen where the chords line up with the lyrics, and then we'll talk about it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I am an orphan on God's highway, but I'll share my troubles if you go my way. I have no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so all the words in bold, those line up exactly where you play the chord. So we've got G, our first G chord lines up with the word orphan. I am an orphan. Then we've got highway, and then we're back to G with troubles, C chord with my, and so on and so forth. On that next little part, mother, father, sister, brother, all of those line up with a chord, and that's the same every verse. Let's try that again with quarter note downstrokes. So that means we're going to play down on all 4 beats. So it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you switch to D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's going to help you keep the beat and count. One note about your vocal pickup. So you're counting 1, 2, 3. I am an orphan. So the I am and comes in, that's a vocal pickup, and then orphan comes in on beat 1 with your G chord. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I am an orphan on God's highway, but I'll share my troubles if you go my way. I have no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl. 2, 3. I have had friendships. And then you're into verse 2. All right, how did you do? Little check-in. First of all, I love that you're giving yourself some creative time in your day to play some music, spend some time on your instrument, learn something new. That is so awesome. A reminder too that it's progress over perfection. So you don't have to be perfect. You're making some music, being creative, and that's what counts. All right, let's keep going with some strumming. So option 1 is just simple downstrokes on every chord. Okay, and if that's where you're at, that's totally fine. It's gonna sound great. Option 2, what we just played, quarter notes, quarter note downstrokes. So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? All right, option 3, strumming pattern. This is really, really fun to play, and you can use this for folk, Americana music. I use this pattern all the time. So this is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So let's break it up into chunks. I have down, down, up, and that happens twice per measure, or twice per 4 beats, or twice per chord in this case, okay? So let's practice it on G first. Okay, so our big beat is 1, 2, 3, 4. However, when we're doing strumming patterns like this, you're going to want to use what I call clock hand. And if this is a new term for you, please check out my strumming series where I break this all down. But this is going to help you be able to play more complicated strumming patterns and not get lost. It's awesome, keeps your place. So my big beat is 1, 2, 3, 4. However, for this strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up. I'm going to be moving my hand like this. Da, 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 da. Let me slow down. Da, 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 da. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Down, 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 down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And. Okay, so step 1 is moving your hand, not touching the strings, in this rhythm. Da, 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 da. So this is your clock hand. This is your built-in metronome. Next, you're going to say the strumming pattern, okay? Well, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Up, down, up, down, down. Up, down, up, down. Now let's play it on a G chord. Keep going. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Let's go one time through the form with this strumming pattern to practice. Here we go. So let's get our clock hand going. Da, 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 down, down, up, up. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, down, down. Switch, D, G, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, C. Okay, so on the bar of 3, you're going to do down, down, up, on the G. Then on the D, you're just going to go down, just 1 down. And then you're going to go back to the pattern on the next bar of 4 when we're back in 4 for our G chord. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Okay, so let me do that little part again. So we've got this is the I am an orphan girl, right? So we've got 3, 4, and down, down, up, orphan, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Whoo, okay, strumming. Give yourself a little break. This could be a strumming pattern that you work towards. You could just play it in like the intro or like the solo section of this song, but maybe when you're singing, you just do your simple downstrokes. All right, I'm gonna take a second and say cheers to you once more for getting some creative time in your day, putting some joy and music out into the world. We need it, so thank you for doing that. Cheers. Let's talk starting pitch. So our starting note, this is your melody note for your voice, is a G, and it's gonna be a low G. So if you have a low G string on your ukulele, which I do not, this is a high G string, but if you have the low G string, you're in luck, and that's your starting pitch. But if you don't, then you find this note, ooh, and then you have to go down an octave. I am an orphan. Okay, so that's your starting pitch. And then if you want, at the beginning of the song, you can play 2 measures of just G. So G, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4 as an intro, just to get it in your ear and to set up the song. I'm going to do that now for the intro. So I'll play 2 measures of G up front So counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on G. And then we're gonna do all 4 verses. Gillian Welch does do a solo section, and that's just one time through that same chord progression. So I will put this in there so you can count along with me, and that'll be good practice as well. There is a little tag at the end, which means you repeat the last line, so look out for that. And that's it. Let's do it. I'm going to start with quarter note strums, and then I will work up to the strumming pattern, but you play what you're comfortable with. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am an orphan on God's highway, but I'll share my troubles if you go my way. I have no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl. I have had friendships, pure and golden, but the ties of kinship, I have not known them. I know no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl, but when he calls me, I will be able to meet my family at God's table. I'll meet my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. No more an orphan girl. Blessed Savior, make me willing and walk beside me until I'm with Him. Be my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. No more an orphan girl. I am an orphan girl. All right, awesome job. So a quick note about creative strumming. You can create your own strumming arrangement. You don't have to do the same strumming pattern the whole way through the song. So I started with quarter notes, then I went to option 3, strumming pattern, and then maybe when it's a more introspective part of the song, I just went to single downstrokes. So simple can be beautiful, so I want you to remember that. One quick note about this chord progression. So this is a very, very simple 1-4-5 chord progression. Very, very easy to move to another key. If you want to learn more about how to do that, check out this video. It's easier than you think. All you got to do is count to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, line up some letters. You can do it. Really, really cool and powerful to know how to do as a ukulele player. Also, if you're a total beginner and you want a deeper dive into building a strong foundation of rhythm, you want to set yourself up for ukulele success, check out my beginner course, Ukulele Basics for Beginners. I put my heart and soul into this course. I'm super proud of it. You can check it out linked below. All right, I hope you enjoyed learning Orphan Girl by Gillian Welch with me, and I will see you soon for more music. Cheers! Ukulele wine time. This is the chord overview if you need a slower walkthrough of how to play these chords. So we're just doing G, D, and C. We'll start with our G chords. This is a 3-finger chord. You're going to want to land your peace sign fingers first, and these are both on the 2nd fret. Okay, so finger numbers, thumb doesn't get a number, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, those are our ukulele finger numbers. Frets, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And then we have our strings, G, C, E, A. So we're plotting points on the graph here. Peace sign fingers. So my pointer finger or finger 1 goes on my C string, 2nd fret. Skip a string in the middle finger goes on the 2nd fret A string. Okay, so land those first. Then your ring finger or finger 3 is going to make a little point of the triangle. So you're on your E string, 3rd fret. So that is your G chord. Play through 1 string at a time. Make sure you're pushing all the way down to the wood. You're up on your fingertips. Okay, next up we have, let's do D next. Another 3-finger chord, but we're straight across on the 2nd fret. And I like to use these 3 fingers, but you can also use these 3. Okay, so I'm using middle, ring, and pinky. And they're going to go on your G, C, and E string, straight across. You got to kind of mush them on there. That's a technical term. Mush them in there. So they're straight across on the 2nd fret. And then, again, if you like, you can play them with these 3 fingers, but I like those 3 fingers. All right, and last up, super easy, we have our C major chord. It's going to be your 3rd finger, so ring finger, 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3. Of your A string. That's a 1-finger chord. Nice and easy to end with. All right, there you have it. Hope that helps.